And again, what's the plan?
We use the word herd, right? Once you get to a certain number, it's going to go away.
We like the fact that there's a lot of cases. That's exactly how we're going to get herd immunity, population immunity.
You'll develop herd, like a herd mentality.
This is the plan, right? So the herd mentality, the herd immunity, let's say, to be super rosy in our assumptions, let's say in order for this to work, since this is what the president says is going to happen here, it's going to go away without a vaccine. It's going to go away with the herd, right? He means herd immunity. He says herd mentality. Forgive him. Let's forgive him all the false assumptions here, right? That aren't supported by the science. Let's just give him everything he says is going to happen. Let's say it's only 65% of the population you need infected. Let's say everybody who gets infected is immune. Let's just grant it to him. Well, do the math. We're 330 million people in this country. Under this plan, they'd need 65% of 330 million people to be infected. They'd need 215 million Americans to be infected. That's what they would aim for herd immunity. Well,
Shit, baby, what's the matter?
I don't know. Something I hate or something.
Morning, Rudy. Lucretia won't touch those shredded beef wafers, so we'll have to go back to the deal.
What's wrong?
Doctor, she got sick really fast, Doc. I thought it was the flu. She fainted. Doc, she's burning up. It'll be all right. Never mind. I'll get his
Coming in. What's wrong with these people?
It's just the coronavirus.
right now we've got roughly 6.6 million people infected in this country and roughly 200,000 Americans dead, which means our fatality rate cumulatively in this country is just under 3%. It's 2.97%. Of all people who've been diagnosed with COVID-19 in this country have died with it. If that fatality rate stays the same and we go for herd mentality, I mean herd immunity, if 2.97% of all the Americans who get infected die from this thing, which is what we've had so far, then what he's aiming for is 215 million Americans dead, 215 million Americans infected, 2.97% of them dead. That is 6,385,500 Americans dead. That would be what he's aiming for here. 6.4 million American deaths.
A 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
You know what? Let's be wildly optimistic. Let's say the U.S. cumulative death toll from people infected with COVID drops all the way to 1%. Even still, with this herd mentality, herd whatever, herd it'll go away plan, the president is planning, best case scenario, even if we triple our cumulative survival rate thus far, he is planning on killing off 1% of the population he wants to get herd infected. Right? How does that math work out? He's planning on killing off 1% of 215 million Americans who he wants to get infected. Which means the White House plan, with all of the rosiest assumptions you can factor into it, is to kill off 2.15 million Americans, which is considerably more than 10 times the number of us who've died already. 2.15 million dead. That's the best case scenario.